evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Sunday night, and you are here live on TMA. And tonight we have a little change in the setup, people. Little change in the setup. Your one and only Moobs is your host for the evening, and on my left tonight, he's not Mr. Paul Atkins. It's the man who doesn't defend a free-kick wall. Mr. Daniel Dean is in the building tonight.
To this, won't we? I can't get away from it.
Unfortunately, Paul would be here, but he's a bit ill, so he is sitting out tonight. But he will be joining in and leave us, as always, your comments, your questions, and opinions, because we will get through all of them. There's a fair bit to get through. I've got about it's honestly the book isn't full. It's a shopping list, but it's not a bigger shopping list. Right, here we go. I think the main one. I think we're going to try and nail on the head.
Yep.
Sky Bet.
Yeah.
This afternoon installed
Silver.
You're saying, yes, as odds-on favourite to be Everton's next manager. Now, this has prompted a response. I did see the response come up online that Marco Silva has quite frankly turned around and told Everton absolutely no chance.
Polite words. Yeah.
So it was basically polite words. I can only describe it as polite words. Don't think there was any swearing, but if there was, they've edited it.
You can't see him go again.
Exactly.
Paul had this. He's getting his way of playing now into Watford. Why start again?
Exactly. You know, why suddenly just walk out?
Yeah.
And go to.
Like I was saying to Paul, me and him obviously went Everton. If he can get him playing like that for 95 minutes nowadays, he cracks that. We're being. God, top 10, no problem.
Exactly.
Won't be. You're a season ticket holder.
I'll see it as well.
God,
so
if they can nail that on the head, plus Prodil being fit now, which I was talking to Paul, it'd be hard on Cavazzari and Britos to drop. But I think you need that leader back in the squad, which will be Prodil as well as Gomez. I think he needs to. I don't know which one, Britos or Cavazzari, because Britos is absolutely outstanding. Like I said to Paul, his leap is unbelievable how high he jumps. It's amazing.
It's crazy. I mean, the last home game against Stoke, I even said in the podcast as he bought a step ladder because that boy can just jump.
He
would. He goes through the ceiling.
He amazed me. People say it's only Cavazzari, to be honest with you. He was very good.
Yeah, I think they'll probably assess Cavazzari because he went off injured, didn't he?
He did. Well, that changed the game as well as. I don't want to talk that much.
Yeah, I was going to say we're not going to touch on that one tonight.
Again.
We are not
going to. Enough of that.
Keep him calm. We are not going to talk about it. Deep breaths and relax. That's better. Right, so we've knocked that one on the head. Good evening to all the guys that have joined in. Stuart's in. Ray's in, Watford Woody in. Hello, mate.
Woody, hello, sir.
Yeah, great to see you. James is on. Chris is on. Lovely for you tuning in, guys, as always. Now we got rid of the silver bit. So just got to do something.
Little tick.
Little tick.
Might go back to it later.
We might go back to it later, depending on what happens. Watford ladies.
I saw their result.
Saw that. If you haven't seen their result, unfortunately, they suffered a 4-0 defeat to Aston Villa this afternoon up at Tamworth. 2-0 at half time, and then a further 2 goals in the second half. So a bit downheartening
Did you go
for
to
them.
that one?
No, I didn't leg it all the way to Tamworth, mate. Trust me.
Didn't fancy it.
No, I didn't fancy it at all after being at work this morning.
God, no.
And a wedding reception last night as well, which got messy. Hence the reason.
And up for work. Cool.
Yeah, and up for work. So unfortunately.
Oh, poor Watford. Hopefully they get it together, don't they? Was it you said they're a new team, aren't they? They got to have a.
Yes, they are, and I'm hoping we're going to get Mr. Chris Walker back on soon because. As you're probably aware, the news, and the news has been announced this week about all the about the league structure and everything, and that Watford aren't going to apply for the
Paul said that, didn't he, on the show about it could be. All the players are going to leave then, basically. Really?
Well, it's a strange one because I think they're all in limbo, but I'm sure if they all sit down and put their heads together, hopefully. I hope they can keep that team together because that was Yeah.
Well, that's the way they get better next year, because they will be better next season. Once they've all gotten used to each other, they will be better.
Yeah.
They'll be used to the way they play.
Exactly. So it'd be.
So they stick together, but you can never tell. Money's money at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's a little bit worrying. I've got to be honest. I'm not too amused with how the FA have actually handled the whole situation.
No, it's not right.
You know, with the way they first announced it and then said, "Oh, by the way, there's this deadline." So you can't really do that. You know, the start of the season. Hang on a minute. I know you've been messing up the men's side of things, but don't go messing up the women's thing. You know, sorry, FA. If anyone from the FA is watching, yeah, you are useless, and quite frankly, I'll come and do a better job. Feel free to contact me. But let's pay as well. Let's pay.
Only £1,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuart. Yeah, Stuart. We will be getting onto that because tonight is the last pick of the TMA all-time 11. Stuart's already suggested Mark Falco. We will get round to it. So that suggestion is in.
Well, put your votes in now if you want this.
You can. Yeah, you can send them in, but we'll just have to try and keep up with it. So, yes, I do believe now Watford ladies' next match, I think, is the home to Arsenal.
It don't get any better.
No, it doesn't. I'm not sure if that's a league game or a cup game, but that is at Kings Langley.
Oh, really?
Kings Langley Football Club. It is a home game for them. It's on a Thursday night. I think we will post the date up, but yeah, honestly, guys, get down there because I think they're going to need some support because apparently Arsenal ladies do get quite a big following, so they could a lot of people turning up. So
park like Moobs did last time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, don't park on the grass. You might get towed. So right, that's that one. The horizon of the West Ham game is upon us next Sunday. So don't forget, guys, Super Sunday, 4:00, Sky Sports.
Yes.
We are on.
It's a tough one to call, isn't it?
Yeah. Do we think? I think we've got. It seems to be that there's an outside chance Prodal could feature, or he could be on the bench.
I would personally have him on the bench. I would leave it as the same against Everton because 65 minutes we were impressive.
Yeah.
And I think that team will be maybe Cabaselli. He might be in for Cabaselli. We don't know. But that team will be. I said to Paul, he said it's either a good thing or a bad thing. They've got to wait for 2 weeks. I think it's a good thing because they're going to be dying to get out there at West Ham.
Yeah, I think they're going to be fired up.
They're going to be furious. They threw that game away like every fan.
Yeah.
And they're going to hopefully play better than what we did against Stoke.
Yeah.
But the only one that worries me is Carroll for them. I don't rate him, but with the high balls in, he's still very good in the air.
I think that's where I've just got a feeling I think that this week there'll be another behind closed doors friendly for Prodal.
You reckon, do you?
Yeah, I think there's going to be another one, and I think if they can give him more than 45 minutes,
aim for an hour or so.
Yeah, I think he's going to get deployed.
That's probably a good idea, actually. Friendly,
because I just feel with if you are someone like I'm not disrespecting Mariappa, please. I'm not disrespecting Mariappa, but he wouldn't be able to handle him in the air, and we need someone that can match him height for height.
What about Cabal then?
But the Cabal's gone quiet. I don't know if he's had a mini setback or
really.
There could be. They didn't really say who played in the friendly. It was only more saying about how Prodal returned.
One of them's got to play. I prefer Prodal. No disrespect to Cabal, but Prodal is younger and better. I was saying to Paul, I think Cabal's in his last year with us. I think he's another one of these dead weights that will be gone next year with Watson and a few others.
Yeah,
be dead weight, I reckon.
I have a feeling with Cabal. I think it could be the case of, and I said it a little while ago, that I think if he carries on with these hamstring problems, I think the doctors are going to tell him enough's enough. Hang your boots up, because you can't keep. You can't keep getting hamstring injuries and then recovering and coming back and then getting injured, then playing, then coming back. It doesn't work. After a while, your body says enough's enough.
Yes.
So
how old is he now?
He's in his 30s.
Yeah,
he's about 30. He's 34, 35. So
he has been good for us, but he's another one. No disrespect with Max, he looks slow at times.
Does a little
You
bit.
don't look with it, the pace, I know we get the younger team, aren't we? But I was saying to Paul, to be honest, I think we need to sign another centre-back in the window.
Yeah, I'm sure he's having a little look.
And maybe a striker as well.
I can see
midfielders, we're more than covered.
Yeah,
that
I think there's going to be a striker coming. I do believe.
Who's this Barca lad? I don't know if you saw it on Facebook. He rejected Barca, some young lad.
Is he the one we've got out on loan somewhere?
It could be. We do own him.
Yeah,
we turned down Barcelona for us. Proves how good he is. He's only like 18, 19.
Yeah, and Barcelona
are looking at him. It's like, get this boy in this squad soon if he's that good.
Well,
get him in the bench. Get him on that bench.
I think I think, and it could be. I think in January, I think we're going to see a few little things happen. Because a couple of those lads that are out on loan, there's rumours flying around that they're going to get Spanish passports because they're going to qualify to get them.
Oh, Jesus,
and I think I can see if it does happen. My personal opinion is they're coming straight back. They're just going to get told you get on the plane, you get back to England. That's it. It's done.
Get training.
Yeah, get training. We'll get you in.
Get you in. We got that young lad that's been waiting 2 years. What's his name?
Pandara. Yeah, he's one of them. He is one of them, apparently.
He's quality. He's super. He's scary.
I think it's a case of now we just got to watch this space come January. I think there'll be some more stuff coming to light over the next 6 weeks or so.
Be in trouble once that boy gets going. Even
I think he will. A South American forward line is more worrying than than most things.
Great.
Especially when you've got an Argentinian, a Colombian, and a Brazilian, plus a Venezuelan. That's 4 of them. I do believe we're trying to sign all of South America.
Skillful players.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We might be trying to sign the whole of South America soon. One from every country.
Only one. We're not greedy.
Exactly. We're not greedy at all. Is Pereira back? The last thing Marco Silva said, and I just touched on what Chris has commented. There is hope. I think there is hope that he was going to get back because it was only the hamstring injury he got was only minor. But he was confident before the Everton game that he would have Pereira back for West Ham, and I think the fact we've got an extra day,
to get
I think is going to help.
Again, I'd start him under beds because, in all fairness to Will Hughes, he was absolutely outstanding, and he's waited so long for his chance. And to be honest, he was positive. He rarely gave the ball away. Never went back. He always looked forward. And to be honest, but I'd have Pereira on the bench definitely. He's a quality player. But to be fair to Will Hughes, he deserves another game because he was probably. No, he's probably near man of the match for me, that game. Even though we lost. But
well, no, the Sun...
He was excellent. He was good.
The Sun actually gave it to Richarlison. Which I was a bit stunned at. So.
No, to be fair, he was good. I said, Paul, his attitude when he went round the keeper, and it was not easy, but it was an open goal. It was hard to run away, but his attitude, it didn't bother him. Within 20 seconds, second half, he scores. So.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how.
And seeing his attitude when we lost, it was worse than a fan. I tell you, his attitude. Anger in him, which I like. Showed passion.
Exactly. It shows passion. It shows that
not just walk off. Oh well, he was fuming. He was. He can speak English. Cool.
Yeah. Apparently he can speak some. So I'm guessing he's learned some swear words in the Watford changing room. Yes. But just a quick one, guys. Give you a reminder. This Thursday, TMA will be on, and also we do plan to have a show after Sunday's game. Now I can see. I don't know. You and Paul going up or?
No, I'm watching it.
So I'm telly,
unfortunately.
Right, so I'm going to be going. Well, I'll be at the game. So could be a little bit of a mad dash coming back for me. But hopefully,
you make it just.
I should do, provided I can get out of Watford on time. So we will.
You'll be tight, but I reckon we make it good.
Yes, I think we've got. Yes. We do have a guest joining us as well for Sunday.
He did tell me, who was it?
Yeah, I think it's Alan. If I'm.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
yes, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. I'll get an eye off.
He's delighted. He's getting a night off. How does that one work? Hang on a minute. You might have to fill in for me if I can't get back.
Yeah, last you'll get back.
Love it.
You'll be back.
And also, guys, if you want to be on the preview show this week, please let us know, because there is a spot available for the preview show this Thursday. Which
obviously let Paul know, because this.
Yeah, please. Yes, please let Paul know.
Or you can just turn up.
Yeah.
Oh, Sue's.
Yeah, you just give him a dirty look there.
That was more like you, Moobs, not me.
You're gonna have to have one of them. Sorry, it's out. Time of the while it's come out, guys. The emoji pillow has a one-off appearance. So.
How do you think the West Ham game will go?
I think it's going to be tough, because we all know they just sacked Bilic.
Yeah.
They've now employed David Moyes for 6 months, which I think is absolutely laughable. Because it shows that board is in disarray.
Well, Karen Brady's freaking useless.
She is, apart from the
it's all
apprentice.
money. Yeah,
it is.
She's on that, to be honest. It's all money with them. They don't care.
I think West Ham are going to be trying to come out with a point to prove.
Yeah.
But it's a case of, if we can get at them, which I expect us to do, I believe we've got, we'll just overrun them. Yeah. And they won't like it.
Well, they're back forward exactly quicker. I know Zabaletti's a good player, but he's getting old.
He's getting on.
Yeah, he's getting on. He can't keep doing that. He'll probably score now.
Yeah, I think wasn't it the Brighton game? He just done that clumsy challenge in the box and gave away a stupid penalty. That challenge was not needed at all. Moyes is signing Everton fringe players, according to Paul. That doesn't surprise me. He's come back to Rady's club, even though they can't do it till January. The one bit of news, and I'm going to try and see if it gets confirmed during the week. Apparently, Mr. Hernandez played on Friday night for Mexico.
Oh,
yes,
brilliant news.
Against Belgium, and pulled his hamstring. It's a suspected hamstring injury that West Ham are currently sweating on.
Because he's one I do worry about. I know he ain't got one, but he's the one that's a poacher.
Yeah.
He knows where the goal is. Thank God.
And I'd also be very careful of Lanzini as well. He's a one to watch next week, guys. Lanzini. Yeah, hopefully he gets yeah.
Just where you're playing us. No, they will be dangerous though, won't they? Because he's normally good defensively. I think they'll be defensively organised better, and it's gonna be like the Stoke game. Just hope we don't get sucker punched this time by a very good goal and terrible defending. I
don't think he's going to allow it. I think there's going to be stated quite clear.
Yeah. He go get this losing streak out of the way. The fans want a better.
Yeah, but I think also
on the last home game.
I think next weekend is also down to us as well to just get behind them from the off. I think we drown out West Ham. We make enough noise. In like that first quarter.
The fans are making noise. We need to get out of this rot, though.
We shouldn't have lost these last 3 games, personally.
That's the Premier League. Mate. No team gives in, will you? Just because you're 2-0 up, don't mean you won that game. Improve that.
I'm just also hoping Gomez is declared fit, because I know.
Christ, I pray to God.
I think.
It's only a black and white, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's been given the all clear to start training yet, because it's got to go down.
Oh really? It still ain't gone down.
There's been some photos on Instagram, guys. If you got Instagram and you follow Gomez, just keep an eye on it.
Who do you put in?
Well, it'd have to be the Greek keeper again, but I think it might have been Stuart commented on it when you said about dead weight that he is, but I think we might have to give him another chance.
You have to give him another chance. To be fair, it was his mistake for the first one. I blame the defence and him on the second one, because there was 2 blokes at the back post, and that is defending. Although the keeper should be catching it there, but that's also defending as well.
Exactly.
But it's hard coming. As a defender, midfielder, and striker, it's not too bad. But as a goalkeeper, you do a mistake straight away. He probably weren't warmed up properly, because he's been sitting there not expecting to come on, to be fair to him.
I was going to say,
and you don't get a chance to warm up, you've got to bang straight out there.
Yeah.
If he has to have one more chance, yes, he does it again, he is out the.
Yeah, I'm sure Silver will say enough.
He's probably, and he's already looking at 2 keepers. So was Paul saying
apparently two young keepers.
I can't remember where.
Very highly rated. Apparently, one of them is on Chelsea's radar, but there's rumours were circulating last week we could have beaten them to it already. And one of them's only 19, so
I said to Paul about our family. They don't just look at old players; they're looking at future players to make this squad stronger. This is a future, isn't it? To get better and better and better and adapt, isn't it? That's what I like about it. It's not just sign really good players that are older, but sign young up and comers like we are.
Yeah, and these
impressive team, and these going to get better and better.
Exactly, and these two keepers are seriously highly rated across the whole of Europe.
Not flog them for a ridiculous load of money and get a good profit.
Knowing the Pozzos, that wouldn't surprise me.
Well, that's another way of doing it. It's still a business, though, isn't it?
Exactly. So, right, got a few plugs. Don't forget next Sunday, as we'll be back in Premier League action. WD18 boys will be out and about. They will be out before the game and after the game. Also, don't forget to check out their pages. They have all their vlogs vlogs they do. It does get uploaded to YouTube on their channel, so head over to that. If you haven't seen it before, check it out. It is actually really good. Mr. Paul Muzzy, I don't know if he's tuned in tonight, because I've actually just remembered his Tales from the Vic tonight over at Watford Palace Theatre. So I think a few people might have gone to that. So yeah, don't forget to check out Paul Muzzy as well. He does his own vlogs on near enough every game. It covers the ladies, covers the men's. Check out his website, his Facebook page, and he's on YouTube as well. So please get over to that. It's really, really good. Mr. G's Retro Rewind, that was on today. I managed to tune in for a little while. I did give him a shout out, and he did actually give us one too. So great set of songs. So Gaz, if you're listening, mate, thank you very much. It was a great set tonight. Now next weekend, he's planning. I'll try and get Paul or someone to speak to him or get him to confirm it. He was saying tonight that he's going to be at the West Ham game next week, so he's going to try and do a set down there before the game.
Oh, really?
So possibly broadcasting live from somewhere near the stadium. Stay tuned to find out where it's going to be. I possibly think it's the 1881 bunker, but we'll wait and see. Also, visit hornetheaven.com. These guys, it's now on Series 5, Episode 4. It is very, very good, and please get over to that. It's a great one to watch. So
anyway, have you found how much we've raised on this poppy yet of your mum?
Not yet.
Get into gear. What's up with
right? As most of you probably remember from the other week, we did go out and do some collecting. Watford Woody was with us. Now, I am haranguing people at the moment, and I'm getting pretty fed up with the door being slammed shut in my face every time I ask about this. So I will be. I know now we've had Remembrance Day yesterday. We've had the stuff today as well. So now,
which Lucy Ann was in.
Yes, well done to Lucy Ann, Paul's sister. Not sister, Paul's daughter.
I've
just got that one completely wrong. Live. There you go, live TV for you, or live Facebook.
Sue's making herself in about. No,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just going to pot here quite quickly. Don't think I'll be around next week. Yeah, I will. Now, like I say, now the appeal's now finished, and everything will now be collected and counted. I'm hoping that they get it counted, because I've been asking, and like I say, the door's been slammed shut in my face. But as soon as I get a total, I will announce it.
This time next year.
It probably will be this time next year. But I am, like I say,
I'll get it.
Yeah, I'm not going to give up on it. Trust me. I am not giving up on it. I am.
And you got the girl's number that done it for us, or weren't she the one that counted it up?
No, she wasn't the one that counted it. It's someone else.
Oh, okay.
So my mum has that number, but she won't give it to me. I think she knows that I'm going to give the person a load of verbal abuse, but in a polite way. Also, at the game, just another one. Just at the game next week, Hornet Effect issue 3 is out. It'll be on sale outside the Hornet shop before the game for £3. If you can, go and buy one. That's normally pretty good. Even though I've not read one myself yet. I've heard. So, yeah. Right, the under-18s. Yeah. Even though we are on international duty at the minute, our under 18s have been in action this weekend, defeating Millwall by 3 goals to 0.
Boys.
2 goals from Reece Miller and 1 from Paul. I seriously can't read your writing. And like one of the other young lads scored as well. Knowing Paul, he's probably going to write it on here in the comment section in a minute.
Paul,
so that was a fantastic win.
Positive result.
Clean sheet.
Boys,
and also we found out they've been drawn at home to Sunderland in the FA Youth Cup 3rd round. So
you're going to say Luton then? It's like, oh, get down there quick. Put the first team in. Yeah,
swearing.
He's 18.
Stop swearing. We just had a swear word on the podcast. We apologise if anyone was hurt by it.
You put all the first team in. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we said.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, his birth certificate here and everything. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
That'd be quality. They will turn up. Then their first team come down for a rock. Yeah, come on then. Let's have it. Oh man. Oh god, you are crazy. You are quality.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
It would be. Just see them all turn up and kick lumps out. Yeah, all kick lumps out of each other.
Man, just Deanie taking out a kid. It'd be like
I think you might get nicked before that happens. That's that one. And that one's got to tick it off as a go, so I wasn't going to lose track. International Hornets. We have a few of them playing over the course of this weekend. Mr. Carrillo is in the Peru squad, and they drew 0-0 the other night in their playoff with New Zealand.
Oh.
The second leg is to come. I do believe it's happening. It could be happening it could be happening tonight, I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to try and find out.
Oh, really?
But yeah, the Peru stand a very good chance of qualifying. So if it happens, that is one player at the World Cup next year.
More money.
There's another. I was going to say there's another bit up the top here that I've actually said that I saw a report in the paper yesterday, which I'm going to touch on a bit in a minute. But I know who's that one? Oh, is that the Greek goalkeeper? Has he had a howler again?
Yeah, that's the Greek goalkeeper.
Oh dear.
And we're talking about giving him a chance.
We're talking about giving the Greek goalkeeper a chance, but he's somehow conceded 4 goals. That doesn't go down well. That's not done his confidence any good.
Gomez, get fit, please. Please. For the love of God.
Exactly, for the love of God. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll have our 5th choice keeper for next weekend if Gomez is unavailable. But yes, there's just a few comments here. I don't believe this. He's done it again. He's not even on tonight, and he's already mentioned Ramage.
You just said it. Good God.
He's mentioned it on the comments before.
No, we didn't have to say it. God, you fool. You fell for it.
He said play him in the under 18s.
We still get injured.
Exactly.
Oh dear, Moobs. I say it.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. I had to get it in, otherwise, because it seemed to be the main talking point on the comment section.
That's it. No more. So I'm not saying his name.
He loves it. Watford Woody. Yes, he does love him. I'm sure if he could marry him, he would.
I think he is married to him secretly.
Colin's on. A very good evening, Colin. Thank God it's Friday tomorrow.
Is you drinking, Colin?
Colin, have you been on the drink or something?
Drinking, mate.
If it's Friday tomorrow, I'm going back down the pub.
Colin, mixed up, mate.
Yeah. Start up for 10.
It's gone quick.
Yeah, that week went very quick. I don't even know what happened. I think I slept for most of it. Right.
It was Sunday.
Yeah. Right. The little article I saw yesterday in the paper was about FIFA.
Yeah.
Have decided as of next summer's World Cup finals are upping players' attendance pay.
Oh, really?
So basically.
That's all they need, more money. Yeah.
Well, no, this is going to the clubs. It's not going to the players. It's going to the club.
Oh well.
So if, say, for instance, Austria qualify, or did they miss out? I'll use Austria as an example. Sebastian Prodl.
Yeah.
And Bachmann.
Yeah.
Because he's Austrian as well.
Yeah.
So those two get called up, and they get paid, or the club will get paid £300,000
really? Oh, well.
each per player between the group stage. The group stage, the friendlies on the run up to it.
Yeah.
And
wow.
I think
blimey.
just that bit. So
I'll give a bit more, won't it?
they actually gave an example of how it would work, and I'll tell you, there's some clubs in the Prem that could seriously benefit. One of them, two of them being two of them being teams we've got coming up very shortly. One's Manchester United, and one is Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, cool.
Because they said if you put Belgium in and England, they said that somebody worked out in the paper Tottenham would earn something like over £2 million.
Yeah, imagine.
Because they don't even have to play. They can just they go if they're selected in their squad in the provisional in the World Cup squad, they get paid regardless.
Yeah, imagine Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure they're having a little look at that, thinking, hang on a minute, we can
have a bit of that. Yeah, lovely.
Push it towards signing Neymar next summer.
Watford, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's us. We are going to sign him next summer.
Good sub player.
But yeah, it's what's Colin? Welcome, boys. It's not Colin. It's not Thursday.
Colin's on the wide.
I think Colin is on the wide.
Colin's having a laugh.
He is. I can see it now. He's coming from.
Confuse me. Please stop, mate. It's your own dear, Colin. He's on a wind up.
Oh man.
Yeah, Colin,
brilliant.
come on here, mate. I'd like to meet you. Actually, sound like a laugh.
Yeah, I think Colin, you have an invitation, mate. If you would like to take it up, please let us know. I can't believe I can't stop laughing at those comments.
That's interesting. Why have they come up with that anyway? To give clubs more money.
Well, I think FIFA are just trying to put, after all the years of the corruption and everything,
they're giving it back.
I think they are trying to give it back.
Basically, makes them. I reckon it sounds more corrupt. They're obviously shipping. They're finding a way of shipping money out when you get them out. So that sounds even more dodgy than me.
Well, I think clubs have basically said, look, you know, you guys have got this amount of money. You know, what are you doing with it?
How they can afford to do that all the time?
God,
What's that? Just a whole year over, or is it just when they do the internationals? Basically, you get some of that money.
Yeah, it's just the internationals because there's already a clause in place for players that when they go off an international duty, if they get injured, they're covered.
They still get it anyway. Well, Watford will benefit from that because they've got quite a few.
Well, I think they announced the other day there was five of them have gone off on international duty, and no two of them. No one's the Greek goalkeeper, and the other one's Carrillo.
So that's 1.5 million. If that's 300 grand each part, then.
I can't think who the other three are that have gone off on. Oh no, Backman would have gone.
Backman, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the third. Can't think who else.
That's not
bombed off.
Grand, lovely. Yeah.
The guy we've signed on loan that's not even played for us yet.
Oh, God. Which one?
Mali International. We signed him on deadline
really good
day.
Player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Supposed to be. Yeah.
Supposed to be. Can't get in the team.
Well, he needs the one because of the visa as well, or not?
No. He's all right.
We just sent him out on loan to get better basically.
But yeah, only other one I did see the other night was Mr. Amrabat, played for Morocco and helped Morocco qualify for next year's World Cup finals. So he will be there. Whether he's still a Watford player by then remains to be seen.
It's all good for selling him if it is World Cup.
Exactly, yeah. Put him in the shop window, bump his value up a bit more.
Mate. All adds a few mil.
So
I don't know if we will get rid of him. He might give him one more.
He might bring him back. I think it would depend on
who we sign, basically.
I think it hinges on Carrillo more than anything. I think
someone said he wants to stay, and someone said he wants to go. We don't really know where.
Yeah, it's strange, and it's strange that came out in the last international break. But yet this one we've had nothing. No one said anything.
I'm still not sure about him. You know. He shows bits of brilliance, but I've watched him every game. He pulls out challenges, important challenges, which drives me absolutely pot. And sometimes he don't know whether to attack or hang back. Just run at them.
Exactly.
You're so quick.
Yeah.
Go at them, but he don't look sure at times.
Yeah.
Like Richarlison is sure, he'll go bang, bang, bang. You tackle me so what, I'm still going to frigging run it. But Corello, he's like, ooh. So I'm not sure about it. He is a good player. He's a very good player.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
100% sure. Yeah.
We've just got a very quick hello to Mr. Cook's wife Christine is listening for the first time tonight. So very good evening to you, Christine. Welcome to TMA. I hope you're enjoying it. Apologies for what's been going on so far. Well, it's your fault as well, mate. Blame the host.
You're presenting it. That's it.
Yeah, the host is getting the blame tonight. Yeah, I'm the scapegoat. And I do believe Lord Surin has tuned in.
Lord Surin. It's Lord now, is he? Lord him.
Surin. Surin is the Rocket Man Tales from the Vicarage thing. As he's just messaged me. That's actually quite worrying. You're actually listening to us whilst in the audience.
Good old boy.
I'll tell you what, Surin, actually, if you are watching, nudge them all and tell them to put the phones on and watch this as well.
Yeah, you can't see him do his job, son.
So if anyone's wondering why Surin hasn't posted tonight, that's where he is. Weak link keeper. Yeah, Stuart. I think, well, it's a little bit hit and miss. You know, I feel the keeper, there does seem to be a bit of an issue with the keepers. I don't know if it's just because maybe he hasn't played for a while, it's just lack of confidence.
Yeah, no, it probably is. If we're going to have to play him, you might have to. But someone, I don't know, it was put on Facebook, I ain't got a clue it was, it weren't Dave Quick. Someone said, can you remember the last time we had a good reserve keeper at Watford? That was like, that's a very good question. I don't think I can.
No, it's always...
Yes, I don't know who it was. I can't remember. It was some Watford fan, but I can't remember. It's like, that's a really good question. I actually honestly can't remember a good reserve keeper.
Yeah, that is a very good one. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. But I'm going to throw this out there, guys. Who do you think was our best reserve keeper? Yeah, I'm going to throw it open to you lot. Let us know, because I'm actually trying to think of one right now, and
Didn't we sign one from Tottenham? God,
we've had a few from Tottenham.
I'm going well back.
It's been Chris Day.
No.
Espen Bardson.
That's the one I'm thinking
he was actually pretty decent. He just didn't get a chance.
Yeah, that's the one. He was reserve keeper.
Yeah, a few of them have reacted already. James Marshall says Richard Lee. Stuart says Eric Steele. Watford Woody says he's gone for Richard Lee as well.
Yeah, but Richard Lee started quite a few games.
Yeah, but he was back up to begin with for quite a while, and then
he wasn't a bad player, was he?
Yeah,
but now we're struggling.
Yes, we are a little bit, but it'll all get sorted. Hopefully, Gomez gets the green light, starts training this week, has a few sessions, and is all right.
Who would you like to sign as keeper though? That we'd stand a chance to, if we ever wanted to, stand a chance of getting, if you could.
Good God, it's
tough.
That is
the
$1 million
we
question.
Could honestly get. See, me, I wanted Joe Hart at the time.
Yeah, at the time when Hart was on fire.
Like, yeah, it's nappy and go on.
Yeah, I think that's a tough one.
I don't know why. I like the Liverpool one that gets slated, Mignolet.
Oh, Mignolet.
People, I know Liverpool fans slate him, and I honestly don't think he's that bad. Liverpool fans slate him. I honestly don't think it's better than our reserve bloody keeper.
I think if I had to pick one, and I'm going to base it after what I saw on Friday night briefly.
Yeah.
Was it Pickford in goal Friday night?
For England?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to know. At the time, I'd love him.
I would have. I'd probably go for him. I think because stood up to the Germans pretty well.
Oh, he is a brilliant keeper. I just can't believe how bad it's going for him at Everton.
Yeah. Or maybe even Tom Heaton from Burnley.
Heaton, definitely. Yeah, that's a great shout. Heaton, that is a good shout. That's realistic as well. No, Heaton's an excellent keeper. That'd be a good one, Heaton. Yeah, that'd be very good. He's old experience and he's still got 4 or 5 years left in him.
He has. He's still got some.
I reckon if you give him 10 million, I know it seems like a lot, but if he's going to get 5 years out of him, that's a good.
Be worth
2 million a year. It's a good bargain. No, that's a good shout actually.
Ray's just come in with Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah. That's a very good one.
That's a very good shout. Well done, Ray. Well done. I wasn't even thinking about it.
How much would he cost though? 20?
Yeah, you'd probably have to think of that because they all had their contracts bumped up when they won the league and everything.
So honest, I think he'd be going. I don't know. He might go United in the end. I think he's.
Yeah, I think
that's a great shout, though. That is a great shout.
I think
you're following Daddy's footsteps.
Yeah, I think it's destined for him to don the shirt of United. Yeah, I think De Gea's going to go this summer. I don't know why. I've just got this feeling.
Well, Real Madrid are going to nab him, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think
they get him in the end. They always do.
I guarantee you, this summer coming after the World Cup, there is going to be some revolving doors getting inserted into some clubs, and I reckon Real Madrid is going to be one of them because they are.
Your boy will be another one if he has a good World Cup. You try to stop him Madrid.
Daniel Levy's already told him.
Yeah, we know what money buys.
Yeah. Good evening to Michael. Mr. G has joined us. He's in the building. Gary Harris, evening, mate. Good evening, sir. Evening. So,
you're going to get this legend one on the go, boy.
Yes, we're going to move on. It is time. For the final piece of the TMA Legends 11 to be selected. Now, we've done the keeper, we've done the defence, we've done the midfield. We picked a forward. Who was the forward pick the other night? Because I had trouble logging in.
We picked LB.
Right. So the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Blissett is in. We now need the second striker to complete the team. And my one, I'm going to put in Tommy Mooney.
Yeah, there was obvious ones. He was one. I loved him. He wasn't the best, but Rosenthal. Just because I loved him.
Yeah.
He can win it. Yeah. I love Rosenthal. I had great memories of him. And Mooney, Gifton, Noel Williams. I know they won't win it. I was surprised Michael Hyde got in our squad, actually, to be honest with you. Yeah. I know he's a brilliant player, but I was surprised he got ahead of a few others.
So guys.
Mooney's a legend.
Guys, we want your suggestions. Who is going to be the final player in? I know I should have written it down earlier. Someone mentioned one earlier.
Oh,
hang on, I'm gonna scroll back.
Who was it? You did say it.
I did say it. Who?
What's up there?
Mooney is great, but not evening, boys.
Sorry, just got back. We're looking for it.
Yeah. Oh, Collins chipped in with one. He's gone for the H-bomb. Ida Helgeson.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we're...
you could even put Marlon King in there, to be in all honesty, that season he had. He was superb. Hothead, but he's...
Yeah.
You could also put Deeney in there.
I was going to say, you could have them all. I think you go back to the 90s, when we had Jason Lee playing for us.
Pineapple Head.
Pineapple Head. Gifton Noel Williams. Danny Webber.
Oh yeah, I forgot about old Danny boy.
Super Danny Webber.
Paul's favourite player didn't play there, so I'm not saying.
No, exactly. He didn't play at that time. So Colin, oh brilliant, that's a good one from Colin.
Yeah.
She said no, Marlon. We wonder why. Colin is on fire tonight, people. He is on fire, literally. Might want to get a fire extinguisher on standby. Kevin Phillips, another one. I'll tell you what, we'll do it, but we'll say like we always say, if we can't get a result by the time we go off air, we will put it on a poll. And it will go up on the website, and it will run till Thursday night. So,
and then we start the subs.
Are we going to do subs?
Yeah, no.
Oh, we're going to do subs.
Some subs.
Right, okay.
So then we said we're going to have sub bench as well. So it's substitutions, I believe. Mr. Paul said, Mr. Pidge.
Okay, right. Oh, get ready for that one, guys. Might as well.
Fun,
a bit of fun. We're going to. That's going to be a good one actually, because I look forward to. I really am looking forward to that one. He's going to have more names thrown in, so yes.
Oh God, Paul will be using these line for another 5 weeks then. Well, actually, he'll do it every week, won't he? God.
Yeah, he'll do it regardless, and we know he's watching this, so we know full well that he's going to come down and say something in a minute. Pineapple Head, Colin Franks, should Deanie not get lit? Colin, if you want to suggest just the
mention
man, the
who
myth,
you
the
want.
legend,
Yeah,
Mr.
don't be
Deanie,
the legend,
you know,
favourite.
that's another one in. I do believe it's neck and neck between about 6 of them. Because
It might be an interesting poll then.
I think we are going to have to go to a poll for this. No, that's the goalkeeper bit. Good evening to Michael. Surin's logged in again. Hello, mate. Is it an interval there? Must be the interval. Surin's logged in. Very good evening, Lord Surin. I hope you're having a good time at Tales from the Vic. I would have loved to have gone.
He's here.
Horton, damn it! What the? Is Horton suddenly winning? I've missed something.
Yeah, he'd be well up there, wouldn't he?
Oh, maybe Horton has.
Yeah,
I think maybe Horton, guys. I think
Yeah.
Horton might have just taken the lead.
Yeah, he should take it. The obvious.
Watford Woody wants us to go to a poll. North or South, mate? They're both cold, so it could be a while.
Moves, God, point here, and I'm hearing bad jokes.
Look at it in.
Yeah,
See with that, we go and dance around one. See with that. Choices. It always comes.
Yeah, and dance. Yeah.
I've got to compose myself. Oh,
So
Paul is. Yes, we're being a little bit unprofessional. We're getting distracted by people in the other room. PG's saying Cliff Horton.
Yeah, that's the one that he reckon was going to win it.
Yeah, I've got a feeling, but probably.
That's what I think it's going to
be.
I was putting someone else out because I thought that would be the ones landslided it really.
Right. Okay. Sorry, guys, I didn't see that because everything's been scrolling past me, so I've not been able to see what's going on. Watford Woody, I'll stand in the free kick wall with Deano to warm up.
Woody, bugger off. There's a polite word. Don't you start. It's a horrible rumour that ain't true. I'm just playing along. Don't you start. God, gee.
Pidgey's joining in now. This is going to be carnage now.
I remember that, Woody. You'll be next to me soon, so.
Just getting back on topic, Stuart's just chipped in with one. Neil Shipperley. I didn't even think of that. And then Paul's just replied something for you.
What?
Never defends the wall.
Jesus Christ. God, this is like me now.
Right,
we'll move on.
What about the Big Ross, Darren? Oh, Big Ross. Right, I'll tell you what. Right, Paul, I know you're watching this upstairs. Keep an eye on these now because I know they're still going to keep coming in. If Horton has actually got more than 2 votes, I think he's got 2 votes. He might even have 3. I think technically he's got 9 because Paul keeps mentioning him. But Paul, keep an eye on it. If we haven't, can you scroll back through it? If we haven't got a clear winner by the time we go off air, we're going to go to a vote. But someone please, Paul, let me know if Horton gets a clear win or something, or someone pulls clear.
What's next on your list?
I think I've near enough done it all.
Right then, how do you think the season's gone so
yes,
far?
Yes, I did say we were going to have a chinwag about this. Yeah. Right, it's gone a lot better than last season already. We've had some good wins. We've had a lot of good performances. And I think also the other thing that's there this year, which we seem to lack a heck of a lot of last year, was unity and leadership.
Yeah, we did.
I'm not going to blame Deanie because Deanie wears the captain's armbands with pride and plays with his heart on his sleeve every week. But I think last year, especially like halfway through the season, there suddenly seemed this split. This divide between the players and the manager. And I think now with Silver, like when he came in, I think he just basically spelled it out to him. If you want to play, you're going to play. If you don't want to play, the door's there, get out.
You don't perform well, you're on the bench and out the door.
And I think, and it's, it's been a breath of fresh air going down the Vic this year. And the away days as well, we've had great victories at Southampton. the last gasp point at West Brom.
Yeah.
That shows how deep we're digging. To still force a result. We don't want to give up. And I think that's another thing he's installed to him, that we're,
don't stop till the whistle's
Yeah.
done. But it don't matter about
Exactly.
the score. Just
And I think also the magnificent home win against Arsenal
Yeah.
really showed the character of the team, especially when Cleverley scored, because the way everyone, like all the players, celebrated. I'm surprised nobody got a yellow card for diving into for possibly going over the advertising boards, but I think
they didn't care, did they?
I don't think they did care that night, especially the substitutes. But yeah, I feel
happy. It's positive.
I'm happy.
We're ninth, aren't we? At the moment, which is very
we're ninth in the league. I can't remember. Have we ever been ninth in the Premier League? I'm not even sure we have. Yeah, I don't.
We were seventh last year, early, weren't we?
We did get up. Did get up a little bit behind them, but then we just went.
Which I hope we don't do this year. I want to stay in the top 10. I want to be floating there, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just floating there. I want to be in the top half. Which might be different on Saturday because we're playing Sunday, but win and we'll be back up.
Exactly. I think we just have to see how the results go on the.
I'm always looking. People always, not everyone, but always say, why do you always look how the relegation teams are doing? I said, always look, if they lose and we win, that's more. Paul says it, which is true. If you keep winning, you don't have to look at them, which is true. But it's but I still want them losing. Just keep.
Exactly.
Don't you? You still want them to lose. I still want them to lose and get that gap higher and higher.
Yeah, we're nowhere near the.
Not even
the likes of Man City, Man United,
no, we never are.
Tottenham, Chelsea, and all that.
Let's be honest, we never are.
Yeah.
We'll be touching there, but we're never going to have that money.
Exactly.
I reckon, I keep saying, I reckon we could get Europa football if he gets that 65 minutes in the 95 minutes. We're more than capable of getting that against him UEFA Cup football.
I know. I've just seen one for, because I always say, and we always say this, comments, questions, and opinions, guys. We do want to hear them. Colin has thrown one in, and I think it's the one that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Cucho Hernandez. I think this is the guy that you were mentioning
about. Yeah, that's
about.
the one. No, you're right, Colin. That's the boy.
That's the young lad.
That's the boy.
He says, "Can you see us holding on to him and getting him in our shirt? He looks awesome."
Get him in the shirt.
Yeah, I think we can. I think we can certainly do it.
Let's be honest. Is he going to get in the Barcelona squad straight away? No.
No.
Has he got a chance with Watford? Yes.
Yes, he has.
It won't be a full start, but it'll be 20 minutes. Has he got a good manager that give the youngsters a chance? Yes. So he's got more chance making an impact with us. We won't keep him. We don't keep these. Let's be honest, we're not going to keep Richarlison for no longer than 2 years, let's say.
Yeah,
if he bangs in 10, 15 goals this year, which he does it again next year, someone's going to have him. So,
exactly.
But a young lad, I want him in a Watford shirt. Let's see how good he is.
And I think he's one of the ones as well, like I said earlier, there was a couple of them that are on the verge of qualifying for EU passports.
Yep.
I think he's the other one.
I
think it's Pandara and him are the two that come December, January can get their Spanish passports, which gives them a free ride to come back here.
I personally think Marco Silva's already talked to him.
Yes, I believe that.
I personally think think he spoke to him, said, right, this is what's going to happen when you will get them. I'm going to slowly introduce you to this squad, and you will be playing Premier League football in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I honestly think he has been on the phone to that we done with Richarlison and Gomez, to be fair, because Gomez had a big part to play in that deal, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
As we know. But I definitely think Silva's spoken to these youngsters, and like you said, I reckon that's the plan.
Yeah, I think it's a clear plan, and I think it's going to come off soon.
They're definitely working hard to get them visas. I bet they're working every day and knocking on the bloody door. Give it.
But I was going to say, we just got to say hello to Jeff, who is. I'm very jealous right now.
Oh.
Because he's just put. He's watching us live in California. So hello to everyone in California. Very good afternoon. He's actually on the beach watching us. He's sitting on the beach in California watching us. So. Jeff, hello, mate, and I'm very jealous you're on the beach, mate, because I'd love to be there right now. Wrong. Interesting one from Colin. Pandara's due to get his at the end of December. This is apparently But the Cucho one could still be another 12 months away.
Well, but that's at least one's better than none.
Yeah.
I'm happy. It'd
But
be
there
like
is-
a breath of fresh air.
Exactly. But there is another. But there is another guy out on loan from us, and I did see something a little while ago. I'm gonna try and find it. It looked like he could get a passport as well, and he's one of the other youngsters. So
I'd bring that kid in if he gets the visa in December. I'd bring him straight here, get him to training, and that'll wake our strikers up.
yeah,
Another hungry young lad. Like, cool.
exactly.
And that'd be a breath of fresh air to the fans and to the squad, wouldn't it? Another great young, I saw of him. Cool.
I'll tell you what, I've got a question for you, and I've got a question for all you guys. I'll ask it Dino, but you guys can also chip in as well. January transfer window. Now I know talking about it already, but in hindsight, it's not actually that far away. Do you see any of our lot going? And if so, who?
Ben Watson, definite. Championship squad. I think that's it. To be honest with you, I don't think we could sell many more. I think Kabul will have his last season with us, but I think we're going to keep him. I think Yamat's near his end with us.
Because he's just too injury prone.
Yeah, he is. I think Akaka will be gone next year. Because I don't think he's having a good time with us. Not to him. I don't think he's getting on in the background anymore. It's not that he's a bad player. I just think he's going to have to go. Maybe they've said his attitude or something. He obviously changed it because he didn't look bad. But he looked hungry when he come on. But I don't think Silver's... And with, like you said, these youngsters coming through, I'm afraid you've got to push some out. I mean, to get the way. So, them three. Definitely Ben Watson. Definitely Kabul, just because he's getting too old. Yeah, Yamat, I think, because...
Yamat's a possibility. I have to keep an eye on it.
Not that he's bad. He can still go and play with, he'd probably play for a newly promoted or them. Watson's still a good player, but I don't think he's good enough for... And maybe Max, in all honesty. I don't want to single him out, but... I think there's going to be a lot more dead weight, let's say. That's the word. Dead weight's going to go and bigger, because all we're signing now is better players, better. We're not going down, we're going up. We're going up in the calibre. It ain't none of this half-decent player. It's really good. And it's very exciting being a Watford fan, and it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, a few of the guys are agreeing with you. Watford Woody and Colin both said your ones, Watson, Yamat, and Akaka. Watford Woody, I'm guessing, is saying possibly Capu, because he's put Capo, which normally spells Capu. Watford Woody, if you're still watching, mate, you just rewrite that and put...
You could be right on that one, Woody. It's such a shame, because we know how good he is. That's a good shout, Woody.
Yeah, I think it is Capu by the looks of it, 'cause he said he had his chance and blew it.
Don't forget we got Shalaba coming back, who's my favourite player. He's an exceptional player.
I was going to say, we have actually forgot, he's turning into the forgotten man already, and that is Mr. Shalabar, because...
We've missed it. If we had him against Everton, we would have won, just because he's that sort of player that calms it down, not slow it down, but he's calm on the ball. And I reckon Stoke might have been different.
I think the other one we would have done, because he was going back with a massive point to prove. Chelsea. I think he would have been so hyped up.
Yeah, they probably scored it all. It's such a shame. I was gutted when he got injured, because he's my favourite player at the moment. I keep saying it, he's so relaxed on the ball, it's scary. Two people around him, there you go. But it's just confidence, isn't it?
I like this comment from Chris. It's actually a good point. We know Akaka, he's going to come. He came back in because of Deeney's suspension, but he's also saying he could have made his peace with Silva.
Yeah.
He could have turned around and actually shaken on it and saying, "Look, I'll fight for my place again." And he's now back in favour. So I think we're going to just have to assess it after Deeney's suspension, because if he suddenly goes missing again, then I think it's clear that he's not going to...
I personally would play Akaka against West Ham.
Yeah, a few of the boys said earlier.
I would go, here you go, this is it. I'm going to give you the full 90. I'm not even going to sub you. This is it.
Yeah.
You're up top. Show me something. Let's see that hunger, and I'd play. I personally play Gray. I dropped Corello because he's getting on
Well, I think
nerves. Like Gray, Akaka centre, and of course Richarlison.
I think the other thing with Carrillo,
Corello,
we don't know what day he's going to get back.
Yeah,
because this is why he was on the bench after the last international break, because they said he got back late.
Yeah.
And they had to make a decision as to whether they could.
Yeah, like I said, I'd go with Gray on the right, Akaka in holding it, and Richarlison. That's why I'd go. That's still very effective, isn't it? That's
someone like food there that's making me hungry, even though I've already eaten.
Yeah, I'm eating and all. What is that anyway? Chocolate eclairs.
I know, this is crazy.
Best day in the minute.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Yes, Colin, yes, Capu is possibly going to be a squad player once Shalavar comes back, but it is always good to have him as backup, even though
he is a good player, but he's frustrating player because you know how good he is.
He is frustrating.
You know he drives you absolutely gaga. But I was saying this to Paul, and you look at Watford's squad fit, every player, I said, is so strong.
It's talented, and it's worrying.
They could all stay fit. I said, there's no reason we wouldn't be in the top. I don't know, 8.
We would be. We'd be pushing it. We'd be knocking on the door.
That talent and flair, skill, ability, experience. It's very scary. I'm very excited to see who else we sign in January and the next transfer window.
I was going to say, I think this one will be an interesting one. I think Summers 1 could be a real turning point.
Well, like I said, I think he really needs to look at a centre-back.
Yeah, I think
a good centre-back, not mediocre, a good centre-back badly. Maybe even 2.
Yeah.
But he needs 1.
Exactly.
Definitely a centre-back, don't we? He might even, like he said, he's looking at 2 keepers. He might look at another really good keeper.
Yeah, he might be.
But he does need a good...
we just do not know what's going to happen.
They're probably doing it right now, aren't they? They've got their list.
I was going to say, they've probably sent the scouts out already, so...
But they've signed this one me and Paul were on about, weren't we, from Brentford, is it? What's his name?
Oh, yes.
He's with us now, isn't he? Is that?
I think he has left his position and is coming to join. I don't know if he starts this week or something.
Yeah, I'm certain I saw him today. I forgot his name. What was his name?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a couple of times.
Again, he's one for scouts. Was it in the Championship, wasn't it, Paul?
Yeah, he was at Brentford.
Yeah.
So,
but he was going to be looking in the Championship, weren't he? So, again, looking at good young players.
Exactly. But, I also like this comment from Colin, and another one from Colin is Decore feeding the Lukaku would be a good combination, especially with Richarlison and Carrillo on the wings. I think the other thing you can probably put in that one is if you took Carrillo out, you put Pereira on the wing.
Yeah, but is Pereira fully fit for that? That's the...
Yeah, I know.
But you look at the bench, you've got Pereira and Corello to come on if it goes wrong. I don't know, it's scary. And to be fair, I'd love to get you have Will Hughes feeding him and all.
Exactly, Will Hughes, there's definitely...
It's such a... It frustrates me when we don't win some games like the Everton ones. They did not deserve that. But 60, that's probably, I've been supporting nearly 30 years, that's probably the best attacking football I've seen Watford play this season, with the pace, the skill, and to go away with nothing. That's probably the toughest defeat I've had as a Watford fan, that one. It was hard to not even take a point. And poor old Cleverley missing the penalty because he was so good. I didn't slay him so much, but...
Exactly.
But he's such a good player, really. That whole squad.
Yeah. Well, no, here's a question for you. And I'll tell you what, James, I think this is going to be the spark of debate.
No.
Will success stay?
Yes.
I think yes. I think
because he said he's going to give up drinking.
Well, he said we'll win.
Cut it down. Let's cut it down.
Cut it down.
I think he'd be like a new signing. Silva's an excellent manager, and yes, he's still young. Was he 21?
Yeah, he is. He's still incredibly young. He's still got a lot more.
He's another. Oh, God, I forgot about success. God, the squad is so.
Exactly.
If he gets in play, personally, I would not play him till after Christmas. I'd work on.
Well, I was going to say he's still on his way back from that knee surgery thing or whatever he did.
I'd probably play him around February time, get his fitness fully up, slowly bring him in, but he could fit in that spot.
Yeah, I think I
really don't think if he goes back to his ways, that will be it.
Yeah, he'll be gone.
He'll be gone.
But I think it's a case of if he can prove himself in training and knuckle down in training,
work hard.
I think Silver's going to say, right, I'm going to throw the shirt at you again.
He'd be like a new signing once by the time he comes back.
Exactly. And it'd be a case of come back and show me what you can do.
Be hungry.
Yeah.
God, the Watford side is scarily getting brilliant, and it's so exciting for every fan. Just need to get out of this losing role, which we will when you get.
Oh, we will.
It is frustrating for all the fans, and you do get fed up, but we know we will. It will come because we got a lot of winnable games, haven't we?
Yeah, we have got some good ones.
We got West Ham.
We've got West Ham,
Newcastle.
Then it's the
United, Spurs, the dodgy one.
Yeah,
still good win. Yeah.
We still get some points out.
We got Brighton coming up. Huddersfield.
Brighton's
later
on, the days before Christmas.
Huddersfield's
coming up.
Palace.
Crystal Palace is coming up. That's a midweeker in December. That's a Tuesday night.
Is it really? Cool.
Yeah. So I'm tempted unless it's work. I'm tempted to do a mad dash.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I'm tempted, but I will see you
at
the time.
You'll be back late from that one.
I will be back very late.
Nightmare getting out of Palace. Definitely don't drive there, mate, because the parking around that area is terrible. Palace way, God, dear, oh dear. I remember I went there once, a long time ago. We won 2-1, I believe it was. That was donkeys, God, parking.
Yeah, that was
20 minutes away.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
Exactly, it's a bit of a mission back to the station.
I thought we had that old boy playing who bald head. That was a long time ago. Pace when you could play. God, I'm talking about 20 years ago.
Good God, no, we are going back somewhere.
Yeah, no, I can't.
My brain's trying to work on a Sunday night, which is proving quite difficult, and is always quite difficult. So that's
when you had a wedding reception the night before.
Yes, especially when I was at a wedding reception last night. Very good wedding reception, by the way.
Was it?
Yes. Yeah, another great point from Colin here. If we can get Pandora over and Success fit, those two played together at Granada.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is it.
Well, that's another reason to keep Success, then, isn't it? To get the young lad fitted in with someone he knows. So
yeah, just not the drinking side. Mr. Hickman has tuned in. Very good evening, sir. The chief of the Tudors, or Hemel. Actually, just a quick one on Hemel. They drew 1-1 yesterday. I know Kev went, and a certain Mr. Jordan Parks scored the equalising goal from the penalty spot, and Hemel are they're now 5th in their league, in the Vanarama South League. Still doing well, 4 points behind the leaders, but they have a game in hand. So,
how far are they off from the conference league now?
That's the route to the conference. If they got out of that, they would be in the conference.
Then you'll get even more serious.
Yeah.
So
yes, I am keeping a very, very close eye on what's going on with Hemel. I know Kevin will appreciate me saying this because he'll give me some stick when I see him next. So I look forward to that. Yes, Colin, they were familiar together at Grenada, saying about Success in Pandora.
Yeah, keep him. That's another reason. I didn't think Silver would get rid of him, obviously, after. You always give someone a second chance.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, he's a good, Silver's probably saying that. He's had a good chat with him. Go, you're a young man, why do all this? You've got plenty of years to do this.
Exactly.
Crap. So,
exactly.
That's probably explains his form, don't it? Because last time I saw him, he was terrible.
Well, I remember he came on against Bristol City, and he
did he?
Yeah, he played. Success played against Bristol City.
He come off the bench. He was.
And he actually did all right.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed, but then afterwards he just vanished again, and it was like, what is going on with the boy?
Probably I said, Paul, how the hell can you drink 2 bottles of Bailey? How sickly is that? How can you drink it?
I know one of the lads I was out with the other week had like about 2 glasses of it and was...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
was gone like the wind. So, yeah, it is a strange one. But yes, even Mr. Harper as well. Mr. Harper has joined us quite late on, but hey-ho. Thank you very much for tuning in, sir. Yes, I was about to say something then, and it's gone completely out of my head.
Oh, no. About success, also.
Yes, probably was about success. But yeah, but you know, like I say, the transfer window coming up is going to be an interesting one. Players coming back from injury, and well, can we keep them fit is another question.
Well, Paul mentioned a good player that we missed out on that Leicester signed, which is a very good centre back, that Maguire.
Yeah,
said we missed a beat with that one because he's very good.
I think Hull didn't want to do business with us.
Is that what you reckon, was it?
I think because of the way Silver left.
He didn't want him going there.
And then suddenly jumping to us.
Imagine Maguire in our team, say, with Pro.
That would have been...
That'd be an awesome partnership. Even Brinos, to be fair, that'd be because he's looking very good, that Maguire.
So, I think... Yeah, I think Hull didn't want to do business with us because they were still a bit... I think it was a bit raw.
Yeah, with him going
the whole
like
Silver
that,
situation.
Oh, you can understand that.
But come January, if there's a whole player available that he wants, I'm sure they'll do business this time.
Well, he was looking at a few, wasn't he? He was looking at the keeper, he was looking at a midfielder, wasn't he?
Yeah, midfielder stroke striker. Yeah. So, will he go back for him?
I wouldn't bother. What's the point in having these scouts if you ain't going to...
Yeah, exactly.
I know managers have got their players, of course you have, haven't you? But you've got to trust scouts as well in their job. You can always send him videos of the player or if he's heard him. And...
Exactly. So
be interesting.
This will it will get interesting, and I'm just trying to see because I've got a feeling my phone has stopped working.
Oh dear, man.
Again. Because I think there's some more comments that have come in. No, mine's still working. That one stopped again.
Oh well.
So the laptop comments have stopped, but everything else is still flooding through. But yeah, don't forget, guys, we will be back on this Thursday. Paul will be back. He's just got a mind about a flu. Best way I can put it. And don't forget as well, next Sunday we will be here after the West Ham game.
Hopefully happy.
Hopefully, I think we will be happy.
You're right, son. You're right.
Don't know if he was actually looking at them seriously or if it was paper talk. I think it's 50-50 on that one, Colin. Just saying about the player Silver looked at Hull.
Yeah, no,
was it genuine? Was it just them stirring it up?
We'll never know, will we? So.
Nah, Silver's a very private person with that. So, but yeah, and also as well, guys. Don't forget the Arsenal ladies, Watford ladies versus Arsenal ladies is coming up. I think it's Thursday. I think it's the 26th of November. Or is it something? It's something like that. If you can, go down and support them. I'm planning on going down. Seriously, they could do with all the support they could get. So if you can, try and get down there. It's at Kings Langley Football Club. But yeah, I think that's. I think it is time for us to bow out the standings tonight.
Yeah, it's Friday tomorrow.
It's Friday tomorrow. According to Colin, he's confused the hell out of me already. Even though I did go to work this morning, so it would technically mean it's Friday. But something else has gone. Yes, no. My thanks to Mr. Deano for stepping in. As always, pleasure to have you on, sir. Yes, boys, thank you very much for all the comments as well. That's very nice to see what you've just all been posting there. So thank you all very much. So I am going to come on to my favourite bit of the show because still I'm happy to an extent, but the word is still not getting out. Guys, please tell your family, tell your friends. Tell your aunts, tell your uncles, tell everyone. Just, even just tell them about the page. Tell them what we do. Tell them what it's all about. We love doing this, and you guys make it great as well. And with all your comments and everything, we love the whole lot. So please, 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 just keep telling people if you see them work. Even if you see work colleagues who say, "Oh yeah, we're going to join," and then conveniently forget. Go and tap them on the shoulder in the morning, even though it will be Friday tomorrow. Cheers, Colin. Just tap them on the shoulder and say, "Oi, have you joined yet?" And if they haven't, make them join. Make them do it in front of you. So, but yeah, like I say, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your comments as well. I'm going to get Paul to clarify what's happened with the last striker because I lost track of it. So we'll get it confirmed. If it goes to a poll, it will go up on the page. and not Watford's Woody's one of possibly going to the North or South Pole or even the Pole Dance either. But yeah, like I say, guys, we will see you again very, very soon. Thanks again for tuning in. I've been Moobsy. That's been Deano. We're out of here. Good night, guys. Enjoy. Have a good week.